Hi everyone, this video is on the challenge question of exercise 14g. So the graph of the function g of x is equal to ae to the power of bx plus c passes through points 0, 5, and 6, 10. Given that the line y is equal to 2 is an asymptote to the graph, we want to show that b is equal to 1 over 6 ln 8 over 3. Okay, so first of all, we can start by substituting the coordinates of these points 0, 5, because the goal here is to find the value of b basically. So we need to substitute the points and also consider this fact, which we are going to use in a minute to find the value of b. So when we substitute 0 and 5, we have 5 is equal to, so when 0 is substituted to into x, then this term basically becomes 1. Actually, it becomes a, because e to the power of 0 is 1, and then 1 times a is just a, plus c. So that's the first equation we get. But we should be careful, because here we are told that the line y is equal to 2 is an asymptote to the graph. So we need to remember that if this is an asymptote, and given that when we look at this graph, remember this is an exponential graph, which is going to look like this, where here is the asymptote, and that's indeed when basically y is equal to c, right? Because when we have an exponential in this form, so we have, let's say, y is equal to e to the x plus 2, then this 2 here is your asymptote, because the graph is not going to be lower than that. It's not even going to reach 2, because the minimum value of x is 0, and then that gives you 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. So it never really reaches that. Actually, you can have values of x that are less than 1, but the idea is that even if here you get 0 0.0001 plus 2, still, that's unequal to 2. That's slightly higher than 2. So the point is that when it says that the asymptote is y is equal to 2, that's basically telling us that the value of c is equal to 2, because it's an asymptote, right? So now that we have c, we can basically substitute that back into this equation. And now we basically substitute the second coordinate. So we have 10 is equal to ae times 6b plus 2. So this is equal to 8 is equal to ae to the power of 6b. And also on the other hand, remember that in this equation, the first equation, we found that the value of c is equal to 2. So that means a is simply equal to 3. So therefore here we have 8 is equal to 3e to the power of 6b. Now we divide both sides by 3, so we have 8 over 3 is equal to e to the power of 6b. And now we take the natural log of both sides to get rid of this e. So we'll have ln 8 over 3 is equal to ln e to the power of 6b, but remember ln e is just equal to 1. So we get ln 8 over 3 is equal to 6b, and we divide both sides by 6, so we get 1 over 6 ln 8 over 3.